Okay, we're live. This is going to be the final auction of today. You can see my lights failing. Um, so what this is a different kind of auction. I mean, if you want something here, the buy-in is $450, and then each bid is $50 up from that. I mean, this to me is probably work that I'm not selling, but I'm experimenting with this media and I'd like to share it. Also, I noticed the audio wasn't the best on the last one, so I'm going to try again. No one's quite here yet, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome! Here we have a live auction. We're going to unbox, unwrap, reveal for the first time work that I did in the late 80s, early 90s as a student. I was in a private school that used the parks of Disney and Epcot to draw. And so this is a lot of foundation. Maybe there's some advanced stuff here. There is a section, I'll start opening it up. There is a section of pulled art from this, and I'll reveal that at a later time. It's been set aside, I haven't quite located it yet. So here we begin, and right now we have the Carousel. This is like an antique drawing. Now this is about 25, this is about 88 or 89. I'm going to say it was 89 when I started, but I can't really be sure anymore. Anyway, so this is the Carousel at Disneyland. This is right behind Disney World. This was right behind Cinderella's castle. And so I had a knack for, I guess the horses appealed to me as an artist. I wasn't that interested in the fine arts. I was more interested in animals. I was a little silly. This was a successful drawing, but later on I would basically understand my time better and manage it. Like right now I could have bounced through this stuff in 2 minutes. I would have blacked all this out. I had no confidence back then, so I was young. So anyway, here's the final drawing, and here we go on to the next. Okay, here what we have here. Okay, well this is interesting. Yeah, these are all going to be surprises to me, but these would be foundation drawings of how to draw the carousel. These are thumbnails. And here we have some interesting drawings of horses with animation. So I guess I was animating a leaping falling horse. Awesome! I was so kind. Okay, we're going to move on. This will be the next one. Okay, so this is obviously a drawing from the park at Disney. This was more than likely around the parade. So this would be at the parade, and you can see I'm sitting in there, and I'm drawing the crowd. So back then we had these large sheets of butcher paper, and that's how we do work on the field. We'd have a stack of them. So this is going to be a little rough. Oops, dropped some drawings. This is going to be, so this is Main Street. So very, very specific what I was doing here. This might be a teacher instruction. I'm not quite sure. But I don't know what this careful was. That's interesting. But what this is I'm learning, there's the castle itself. So at Main Street Disney at this point what I'm doing is learning how to manage shapes. This is two-point perspective, kind of, sort of, yeah. But the point was different. It was about stretching. Okay, so this I'm very, very proud of. This is the Barbershop Quartet at Disney. And so what I did, and I'll pick it up again, but I would animate their faces as they danced around and sang. And so you can see he had some pipes. So I did a series of these when I was finishing Disney. And this is one of them. This is a pen and ink on illustration board. So here we go, Electromax 2000. Again, towards that latter period, I'm buying the right stock. This is going to, trippy, yeah. This is, again, Disney World. So this would be, I'm believing this is going to be Germany. Now I can kind of tell. No, it looks like it's Frontierland. So there's, oh my gosh, there's the woman dancing and singing, and the cans. So this was during the can-cans. I actually have the Hall of Presidents that I did this way. So that's going to be in the other set in a future video, but right now it's pretty remarkable. I guess the kid is eating and the man's serving him. So this is Disney Frontierland. This would be for sale. Some of these I'm considering because they are old. I wonder if I wouldn't paint them up. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be here. But this is this looks like a band. I don't know where this original is. It's in the sketchbook. We're going to do those videos later. Okay, here we go here. Again, we have the Barbershop Quartet. This drawing is not in this stack. I'm not sure if it's sold, but I should have it. Franklin Turnpike in the wrong stack. If you guys are watching Franklin Turnpike, I've been pulling off your stuff. Okay. The Disney Castle. This would have been the first time I drew the Disney Castle, and you can see how young. I'm young. I'm young and I'm getting my feet. See, but you can actually go into the castle, climb up the wall. Sorry. I should be by the mic more. Maybe I'm blocking the mic. Anyway, secret to illustration is fish. I would love to sell this watercolor. Somebody should buy this beautiful piece of art. It was a very important day. So thanks for those sticking around. Thanks for those who are popping in and out. It's all good with me. This is something I'm doing right now as I'm building this kind of videos, getting ready for something. So they would call him the Chipmunk. This is not the only drawing I have of him, but they called him the Chipmunk, and he was down at the Crystal Palace, and what he did is he played the piano, ragtime. And I had a discussion with him one day, and the illusion was broken. So this one I have to restore and sell. It took some damage over the years. This is the International High School Marching Band, and this would have been about 90 something, but I think it's a wicked cool drawing. This would be one of the ones that's gonna go on a clothing. I'd have to clean up. See, this is painting from other paintings. I could fix this by painting it, which is probably, if I have a proper buyer, I would. And you know, some of these things are they're over 20, 30 years old. They didn't survive. This is the one that probably got it dirty. This was the mariachi at Mexico. I love them. They were the best. And now when I say Epcot Center, I mean that's what I meant with Mexico. It wasn't in the actual Mexico, but they had the best songs. One of them stuck with me for the rest of my life. But they would come out 20 minutes, and I'd be working on one drawing. They'd come out, I'd do another one. Okay, now, I got 15% power. I don't know. It's breaking up. This is going to be, because I can tell where it was done. This was done in Oceanside, California in the early 90s. This was near a coffee shop that I would go and draw. This is I have a CD. It was in New Orleans, and I don't know how it got in this pile, but oh, you know what? It might not have been. It might have been part of the Disney too. It's a little hard to track some of these, but you can tell. Look at that. He was singing. So we're going back. I don't know what you're saying, Jessica. Anyway, this is of all places. This is going to be Adventureland. This is going to be down at Adventureland at Disney World, and this is obviously the Tiki Bird area. But look how young I was when I was drawing. I was afraid to draw anything. That looks so weird. But I guess I was just trying to get everything done in a hurry and nervous or whatever. Okay, now this drawing, we got to stop at this one. I'm going to bring back one to give it a nice background, because these papers are translucent. But this is absolutely stunning. This is going on a shirt. And here we go. This is the belly dancer at Epcot in Morocco, with her companion, and the image together is like that. I think this is just like this alone is an incredible piece of t-shirt. This one could work as well. They work better. She works better with him in that, but he can actually work solo. And thanks for those who are joining. Thanks for those who are bouncing off. It's all good with me. This has got a label to it. St. Patrick's Cathedral, and it's got a year, 1990. I'm not quite sure why it was there or why I was drawing it, unless it was involved in school or maybe some classmates and I went off. It kind of looks like me and the classmates went off to be, be impressive, so to speak. And I'm hoping I'm doing a good job at the audio. I gotta work on this system over time and get it dialed. But these are the first. Okay, here we go. The Grandmaster Poobah. This is the pagoda at Epcot Center. I worked my tail off that day in the hot summer sun to draw this Chinese pagoda. But I have this with me for the rest of my life. Not the drawing necessarily, but the knowledge of how they're made. I really should go to China and pick up on some of this work, but you can see I got the dragons. I could draw the dragons better now. But you know what they call those dragons? They're usually here. The ones that sit on the roof in Chinese, just so you know. They're called the dragons that sit on the roof. I don't know if you knew that. So, I always wondered, is there special, sometimes they're east, west, north, south, all that stuff, but I thought it was really funny. That was what I got that day. This is interesting. It's not really for sale. This was a gift to me by a cartoonist. So I was involved with them, and somebody drew me back then. See, I think, I don't know what was going on. Maybe I look like that now, but somehow I think I grew past that look. This is probably more, people are accustomed to versions of that, like that, or versions of that. So I don't know where I got the, the nose from, who's that guy? That guy that, Robin Williams. Okay, so I have some photos of this day. What the hell happened here? I don't know. I would not do this the way now, but we went to a roller rink and drew, and I think, frankly, just to be bluntly honest, I think my addiction to pinball took over that day. I hope you can still hear me, but my addiction to pinball took over, and I lost it. Okay, man. Now we're talking something serious. Now, I can't tell you what. I'm going to do this to give it a back. Oh, we got some figures in the back. Oh, people falling around on skates. All right, we're going to do this. I'm getting attacked by a fly, which is always pleasant. I'm not sure where this, where this is most likely, believe it or not, by the woman I can tell already, is England in Epcot Center. But how's that? That's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to do something special with all that stuff in the day. This doesn't need much of an introduction where that is, because look at the shirt. It is France. There's a companion drawing in the other set you'll see of a guy drawing a portrait in France. But this is most definitely France in Epcot Center. And again, probably needs no introduction. China. How's that? That's incredible. I'd love to make that a shirt. And there's his companion. Here's the set. Oddly, of the two, there was two where the guys worked, but the girls don't as much. Now, again, this should not. I don't know if you could read it. I'll give you a question section. Give you a moment to guess where this is from before I reveal it. That should kind of give it away. I could say Garten, Beard Garten, and then we have, oh, you know what? Yes, it's definitely, it's Germany. So this is Germany in Epcot Center. I remember this meal to the day I die. It was, I did that back then. I had the bank account. I was eating a salmon dinner, I remember. And so I would just eat and draw these. That was school, right? Okay, so here I am. Where am I? I am assuming this is mine. I can recognize who that is. That is obviously my professor, and that's another version of my professor. So there was something. I mean, he meant so much to all of us. Such a strong character. Like all of us, not perfect, but he amazingly influenced all of us. Okay, here we are. These are just a random bunch of sketches of a musician. I was hoping these are the Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead ones. I have a Jerry Garcia band done this way where I went in, but it's not. Okay, This doesn't belong. This is moving to a different pile called the train. We can look at this. That's obviously Carousel. Somehow I saw it. Yeah, there's the Carousel. We'll do it this way. Movies, believe it or not, when they make them, when they make animated films, what they'll do is they'll do this as a time strip with the color across the film. So they'll actually like make like a strip of film for, and they color theme it. So like for example, if you have, you know, the young lion that grows up, and then this will be red. This is a period of his life, and it, you know, they'll pattern it out thematically. And I think that's what these were, the beginnings of teaching us that understanding. So this is most definitely the train because I can recognize. It may not be, but I'm treating it as the train. That kind of tells me it's the train, or beginnings of the train. So that goes in the train project. That won't be for auction. Okay, here we go. I don't know who's still with me, but I really appreciate those who stayed. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. So this is what I have to do every day. I had to draw 1,000 people. So here we go. Drawing 1,000 people at Disney World. We had to draw 1,000 people per day. So if anybody wonders why I'm stuck on figures, here you go. Now that's a shirt. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. So yeah, I drew, I'm going to pull this one out later. I'm going to scan that because that makes the most incredible shirt. I think they're both girls, which makes it even cuter. Okay, anyway, 1,000. This is obviously the parade because that's the most time when anybody would be together. But 1,000 people per day. Here's the whole image. It looks like it's going. Oh, how's that? Oh, that's cute. So, I just think that's the best vignette ever. All right. Okay, so here we go. Should not take people that long to figure out what this is. Dun, 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 dun. It would be Morocco. So this is a live drawing from Morocco at Disney Epcot Center. So here we go. And again, the belly dancer. This is the shirt. The belly dancer at Epcot Center. So. Okay, we're definitely in Morocco right now. Did I pull? I wanted to pull one of them. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta do some maintenance. There you go. I'm pulling this one for scan. Morocco. Now this is a gorgeous little watercolor. I mean, just as it is. It needs a mat and a frame. But this is Morocco. So, quite interesting. Alright, and we're getting towards the end. I think my battery is the same. And I worked on these characters a bit. These are the characters of the bands in Germany. Oh, I was so flattering. Oh, I was so kind to these people. Oh my gosh, look at that. Tuba player, and then this guy. Oh, he couldn't suffer. He looks like the Mitch McConnell, doesn't he? The senator is what he is. Yeah, she was sloshed. Oh, there you go. That's. Look at those arms. Oh man. I was into the grotesque when I was younger. I mean, I had Ralph Steadman and all these guys that influenced me. Okay, pretty exciting. We're down at the finale. Here we go. 1,000 people per day. This is what it looked like. 1,000 people per day. I would have to draw this every day. 1,000 people. Here we go. You can. Oh, that's a cute one. That is a cute one. I'm gonna save this. That's cute, but that is Urkel with the. Is he wearing like a? Oh, Urkel. Urkel made an impression on me, but I think so. He looks Urkelish with the. Doesn't he have a thing, or is that just me? Oh, he's carrying a bag, so he's not Urkel with this. No, oh, I'm sorry, but that's funny. There you can see the Mickey Mouse on the. Let's get it to focus again. But the Mickey Mouse on the pacifier, and the baby just out. Not the mom, not the mom, that's the mom. That's the dad. Okay, good. All right, here we're at the end. We're coming through. These are the people at Disney. I don't know if that would make a shirt. but that would, by all means. She's playing, oh, she's changing the diaper. Oh, nice. So this has been a while. Now that, if that doesn't tell a story, I don't know what does. That's Florida written all over it, and that has got to be the related child. Sleeveless all the way. Okay, here we go. We're finishing this up. I think we're last two draw. No, we did this one. This one's getting saved as well. And so the final drawing of the evening, and I can kind of rest a bit, and hopefully somebody's going to help me by picking up some of these. Again, it should not take very long for you to figure out where this is. Actually, it's taking me a little bit longer. Let me see. No, it's no question where that is. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is Morocco. Pretty wild, pretty interesting drawing, but she's obviously stuck in Mexico. Could this be Mexico? Possibly. And hi, Lori, but this is the end. How is that? Oh my gosh. Is that a lady? No, it's a dude. That might just be something to do. That's a funny shirt. Alright, so bye, Lori. I'm going to finish this. It'll be up ready for upload in a second. Alright, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. One of many. We're going to do this. Alright, let me show you the future. The future is now! It's kind of awful because not everything's cleaned up and I have little messes like that. This is from last burn. Help me get to the burn. Buy something. I got to do the burn this year. I've got it all set up. But, oh, that's not the book. One of them has a box of sketchbooks. I mean, now we're in the art period of history of art and stuff. I've got to sort this, but one of them is sketchbooks, and that's the next, one of the next ones we're going to do. All right, thanks. Have everybody a great night. Happy Sunday.